Hey guys, I hope you are well. Another review. Before we start, I've got kids. So you might hear kids in the background. I've got workers downstairs banging. We're doing the basement. So the workers are back. So it's going to be noisy. So I'm going to push through, as I do, and we'll see how it goes. But you might not be able to hear anybody. So I can, it's in my ears, but let's push through. So another knife review. A company called Okingjoy. Never heard of them, which I do like. I do like companies reaching out to me that I've never heard of, so I can review their knives, and if they're fantastic, I'll tell you. If not, not. But first time, is it first time? Maybe, but yeah, normally when somebody, a company sends me knives, I use them for about a week, and then I review them. Or if I don't like them, I don't put them on YouTube. Anyway, first time, I'm going in blind with these knives. I don't know anything about them, never used them. But one thing I do, first impressions, I love this box. Comes in a beautiful, beautiful box, and it says Okingjoy on the top there. Nice presentation, and I was wowed by it. And when you open it up, wow, you've got that wow factor, you know what I mean? You've got, here we go, a certificate of authenticity. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Authenticity. That's it. All right, so let me look on the side. I got the Dynasty knife set, 3 knives, a 3-knife set. I got the 7-inch Nakiri knife. I got the 8-inch chef knife, and I got the 5-inch utility knife. High carbon stainless steel, hand finished, 8-12 degrees, double beveled edge. I must say, it does look beautiful. A Packerwood handle and handcrafted ashwood box packaging, and it is absolutely beautiful. I've got to admit that. It actually says, and I'm interested in this, I think it's a bold move to actually say, these blades are sharper than other knives and retain their sharpness twice as long thanks to, I can never say that word, precision edge technology. So interesting, very interesting. I've always said, and it's a sign of a good knife, it retains that edge, retains that sharpness over time. Obviously, you've got to own it, but if it's easily owned and it retains that edge, that's a sign of a good knife. A lot of, especially the Wusthoffs, they get dull. So you've really got to hone that in there, get that nice edge back. It takes a lot of work, or you can use a whetstone to get it nice and sharp. But the Mac knives that I've got, a nice little glide, 2 or 3 glides over that honing steel, and that edge is back. So it'd be interesting. So a sign of a good knife is it retains sharpness over time. So yeah, interesting in that one. So what's in the box, you ask? Well, you've got a 7-inch Nakiri knife. So that's for vegetables. That's your vegetable prepper. Beautiful. Then you've got the old faithful 8-inch chef knife. Beautiful, the all-rounder. You know what a chef knife does, And then you've got a 5-inch utility knife. Feels nice. That's for peeling, doing little small cuts. Beautiful. So yeah, first impressions, nice. And what stands out for me, and probably you too, if you do purchase these knives, is that Packerwood handle. It feels and looks beautiful, nice and smooth. And if you get it in certain light, in a nice light, you can see the detail. Yeah. The most important thing, and I say this on all my knife reviews, the weight of the knife. You've got to perform. If you don't like the weight of the knife, you're not going to perform well. So some people like heavy knives, some people like light knives, some people like middle of the road. Weight is very important, because if you don't like the weight of the knife, you're not going to perform well. All right, so let's test these knives out. I'm a doer. I'm not really much of a talker, to be honest with you, but let's test this out. So for the weight of these knives, they're a little too light for me, but again, that's personal preference. Some people might like the weight of these knives, but for me, as a cook, they're a little too light. So I'm going to test it with an onion. I'm going to see if it got some nice give. I'm just going to slice through. Nice. Sliced with ease. So let's just go. That blade is beautiful. It slices like butter. It goes through like butter. It's got a nice feel to that blade. Really, really nice. Boom. Yeah. Not really putting any pressure on that at all. Just glides through. It's a bit strange actually, because I've said that this is light in the hand, but when I'm chopping, I don't notice it. It feels right, and that blade just slices through like butter. But yeah, I don't really feel it. It's got a nice weight to it when I'm actually chopping, but when I'm holding it just normally, it feels light. All right, let's try the Nakiri, the veg chopper. Again, nice weight. Slices like butter. This one's more weightier than the chef knife, but again, it's light for me, but it feels really, really nice when I'm chopping, same as the chef knife. Really, really nice. You don't notice the weight of the knife. It just glides, and it glides through like butter with that blade. Beautiful blades. This is very light, really, really light. But like I said, for some it could be nice. But it's got a nice little, you don't notice the weight though. You don't notice the weight when you're peeling or you're chopping. All right, I'm gonna be honest here. Who would buy these? Any professional chef would be happy with these. Any home cook would be happy with these. I'm happy with these. And I'm actually surprised because I said that they were light, but when you're chopping, you don't notice it. They glide through there. Obviously they're new knives, so over a period of time, you know, you can never tell, but if they maintain an edge like it said, then yeah, beautiful. One thing you've got to keep in mind, and there's these handles, even though they look absolutely beautiful, they really do, they're quite smooth. And like I said, if you've got like a wet hand and you're chopping, you know, you could cut yourself. So make sure that your hands are dry as anything. But yeah, that's the only flaw I've got with these knives, apart from anything else. Fantastic. And some people are going to go on their site and look at the price and think, wow, that's pricey, Steve, come on. But it's quality. There's no question about it. These knives are quality. And for a set of 3 of this quality, it's a really good price. And I'm not trying to sell these. It's just the way that they are. They're great quality knives for a great price. It really, really is. And think about it, what you actually get. The other thing, and it's a beautiful box, but it only opens so far. I wish it would open all the way, because sometimes I feel like it's just gonna drop down. But it's a beautiful box. I mean, that's the only gripe I've got with a box, but apart from that, fantastic. Are they good knives? Yes, they're very good knives. They're beautiful knives. Chopping with them is an absolute joy. It really, really is, on all knives. Would it make a good Christmas present? It'll make a fantastic Christmas present. Anyone, if you buy these for someone, they would be so, so happy. All the information is below. If you're interested in these knives, make a great Christmas present. Happy Christmas. Enjoy. This is my last video of the year. So, happy Christmas.